Thank you very much. Hello everybody, my name is Ben Park, and I am a professional coal miner. That's why this coat is charcoal gray, because I've been in the coal mines all day, so I had to come up for this. Reality, I am the editor at large for the digital news website Mashable.com. Anyone here read Mashable? Thank you. I just needed that validation.
All the other ones get out.
Yeah, everybody else get out. No, yeah, Mashable. Why, thank you very much. Before I allow our great panelists to introduce themselves, just quick notes. We have a hashtag #CurationSF. Please use it liberally. You also have all of our Twitter handles here. Please use those as well liberally. Beyond that, and at about the halfway or the 2/3 point, be asking for audience questions. I'm very big on audience participation. There are no dumb questions, but if you do ask a dumb question, we'll find a way to deal with you. You think I was kidding? Anyway, panelists, quick introduction about yourselves, what you do, why you're awesome, and favorite animal. Favorite animal. Didn't expect me to ask that.
That was one of the 2 secret questions, right?
I said that was one.
Does it count?
Now, they have secret questions that they don't know about.
He threatened us with secret questions all the day. Hello, so my name is Guillaume. I'm the CEO of Scoopit. Scoopit is a publishing platform where you can create your an online magazine on your favorite topic by curating the links that you find relevant on that topic. If you haven't tried us, we just got a new release today. That's been very exciting, so you can try it.
Hi, I'm Bert Herman. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Storify, and we're a storytelling platform where you can bring together social media like tweets, Flickr photos, YouTube videos, Facebook status updates to tell stories that you post on our site or any blog and any other site. And you didn't say your favorite animal.
Yeah.
Nobody picked that up.
That's kind of important here.
Well, believe it or not, my favorite animal, I had pets. So I'm an unlikable person. The story was when we were kids, my brother wanted to have a cat, and I said, I'm only going to agree if I never have to take care of the cat. And so we had a cat, and I ended up liking the cat, so I guess I would say cats.
All right, good story.
Okay, yeah, my favorite animal, I guess I'm going to say, is a Havanese dog, which my girlfriend's mom happened to get this new dog. It's really cute. Havanese, definitely check out that breed if you're interested in dogs. Very people-friendly animal.
Hola. I speak Spanish, but I just said hola. My name is Chris McCann. I started a company called Startup Digest. What it is, it's a community for entrepreneurs, hackers, investors, all who want to find out about the best startup events in their city and keep up to date with tech verticals in the industry. So we use a bunch of curators to get all information. I guess that's why I'm on this panel. Favorite animal.
You're on the panel with the pretty boy.
Yeah.
And then laugh because they know it's not true.
Favorite animal? I really like cats, but since someone already said that, I'd probably say like a cheetah because they run really fast and they're badass.
That's a cat.
Well, all right, a specific type of cat.
There you go. All right. So to get this started, when I was setting up the list of questions, the first one that comes to mind to me, a lot of people actually do ask me this, is what exactly is curation? What the hell is it? So I'd like each of you to try to define it a little bit, and what do you think curation exactly is? And we will start with at the end.
My definition of curation is really, really simple. It's just picking the best stuff. That's it.
I like short and sweet. Nice.
Seriously.
Yeah, I guess my definition too would be fairly simple. I mean, it really is about humans selecting things for a certain audience with a certain taste around a certain topic. I think the key thing though is that it's humans doing this for a certain audience.
So to add to that, I think there's an expression here. To me, curation is what happens when you say, oh my God, I like that song, I love it, and suddenly you want the whole world to stop and say, hey, listen to my song. When you find something you like, you want to share it, and you want to express them yourself with what, with the feeling you had when you picked up that best stuff.
And so I thought it was an interesting point right there. You're talking about curation being human. So compare that to aggregation. And I'm curious about what do you think the difference is between curation and aggregation, or we'll start with you, as well as whether curation or aggregation is better than the other.
And appropriation.
Yeah, no, I think there are rules for both of these things, for curation and aggregation, but like I said, I think really the key difference is whether it's humans involved or whether it's machines involved. So something, I mean, curation, the most obvious example everybody would cite would be a curator of a museum exhibit, where somebody's taken the time to pull together the best paintings around a certain time period or from a certain artist, giving you the context for that curation by putting an intro to the gallery exhibition, putting the captions on all the paintings, guiding you through this, telling a story through the curation of that exhibit. But I think aggregation is much more algorithm, machines, something like Google News, for example, where it's just trolling a bunch of links, trying to put things together in a mechanized way. It's not really sure who you are or what you're interested in, but just tries to take this mass of information and apply some filters and algorithms to it.
And so which one's better?
Which one's better? I mean, there's roles for both. I think curators can work better if they have some help from aggregation. I think we see that kind of in being able to find things that you should discover, but I really feel the last mile should be a human deciding what they are putting in front of a real audience. I think that's what users, readers, viewers, whatever you want to call them, that really resonates with people, to know that someone has selected this because there's some intelligence there, because they're trying to address an audience. It's why people go to something like the front page of the New York Times, because they know humans have assembled this and they have a certain taste, they're trying to address a certain audience. It's why people go to Mashable. It's humans who decide what goes on the front page.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure I'm not a cyborg android?
Debatable.
So, the way I would describe the difference is the difference between aggregation and curation to me is the difference between a good DJ and a bad DJ. So, who's ever been to a party with a bad DJ? All right? So, the rest of you are either liars or you are awesome and I want to go to your parties. But the difference between a good DJ and a bad DJ is not the music they have. They all have the music. You can create a playlist from a good DJ and give that to a bad DJ, and he will manage to be a bad DJ. And so to me, it's not about the collection of content. It's about how what's the order in which you play the songs, what's the duration of the songs, how do you feel about the audience. And so that to me is the good image to define the difference between just aggregating and curating.
All right, another simple answer and an example. So aggregating is just pulling together a bunch of stuff, and curation is picking the best stuff. So the example is, for example, like Eventbrite or Meetup or Plantcast. It's just a collection of a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of events. And what we're doing at Startup Digest is we're picking out the best ones for people interested in startups and giving them to you once a week.
Yeah, I think, sometimes aggregation is about giving you as much as possible around a certain topic, so like you're saying, and that's totally relevant, whereas curation is picking out only the best things. I think Startup Digest is a great example. Yeah, you only have how many events in each newsletter?
5 to 7.
So 5 to 7, right? I mean, a really limited, tightly curated selection. I think maybe curation is something that's short, sweet, to the point.
All right. I'm curious. You all been in this space for a little while, for the last couple of years. What do you think has been the biggest change or the biggest trend in curation in the last year or two? What's really changed in curation? Yes, I did not prepare you for this question. Who wants to start this?
Well, happy to start. So I think what's been happening as democratization, people learn to share links, to share links on Twitter, links on Facebook, to share photos. So there's a whole new and this didn't exist 5 years ago, or was very early stage. And now everybody's used to actually share those links, to have some mechanisms to follow some people to trust. So I think the big change is coming from that. I think what we're trying to bring is, taking that to the next level, saying, how can you say, now that everyone can share a link, what's the contextual meaning you can help them convey, and how can you help them express themselves better with those links? So I think this democratization is happening, and we have an opportunity to build tools which are going to help people to take that to the next level.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Democratization. I mean, now we look at it more from the standpoint of not even just sharing links, but sharing what's on your mind, sharing your photos on Instagram, sharing updates on Twitter. I mean, there's so much media that people are generating. It's just become more and more apparent that there needs to be a way to view what actually is relevant to you. So I think just the sheer volume of media has made this more and more a pressing issue, and obviously the panel up here, we feel that curation is the answer to that, to really help people find what is relevant to them and what they need to make decisions in their life, what they need to know for entertainment, for news, for what's happening around them.
Yeah, this is kind of why the media industry is changing so much. The two biggest things that's kind of, I guess, all touched upon it is one, there's actually too much stuff out there. So before you would actually have to editorially create all of this, go out, hire journalists, hire people, find this, put it together. Now there's so much stuff online, you can't even go to every website in the world. The second thing is anybody can participate in it. I mean, we were able to get 110 curators all around the world to pick the best stuff for us, and all we give them is the email newsletter comes out in their name once a week. So you weren't able to do this at any time in history before. It's really hard to kind of assemble people on this sort of scale. Just look at Facebook, they have 600 million users, and they have all these people producing all this content. You've never seen companies like this ever in existence before.
So I'm going to focus, sorry for this one, I have a question for the two of you especially. If you have something to add, I'd love to hear it.
Sure.
But the question is a little bit more about your platform. So I'm curious about something, one of the most interesting things that's happened, how people have used your platform in a way you didn't expect, specifically, to curate. I mean, is there something that pops in mind? If someone did something unique or something interesting with your platforms?
Yeah, I think that's the sign of an interesting platform, and that there's a potential there when people do things you wouldn't expect. I mean, the one we kind of always like to look at that we point as an example is, so we let you pull together things from Twitter, Facebook, Flickr, etc. So this journalist in Barcelona just did this search where he found people tweeting the lyrics to the song Imagine all over the world, just randomly. It wasn't that he told them, hey, let's all tweet the lyrics to that song, but just so happened, if you search Twitter in a 24-hour period, you can find that people are saying parts of that song, and he was able to assemble the whole lyrics for the entire song using different people from all around the world, and then saying, imagine all the people, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm really bad. I'm not going to start singing that then.
I imagine the song in my head, because if I imagine you singing it, we might all cry.
Yes, so, I mean, the fact that people are having these conversations and not even realizing it, that all over the world, people were actually tweeting the lyrics to the song without, planning to do it. I mean, just kind of illustrates how much stuff there is that's going on every second. I mean, how much data is out there, and why it's even more pressing to find a way to make sense of this all.
Yeah, I think what's been amazing to us is the diversity of topics that have been covered. Initially we thought, this is going to be appealing for people who are into blogging and everything. And we end up having people covering things like on education, on culture, on lifestyle, on art. We have painters which are publishing, using Scoopit, their paintings mixed with paintings they find inspiring for them. So the diversity of topics that we're able to be covered in a short period of time is actually very impressive.